In 2169, people are genetically engineered to stop aging on their 25th birthday and are given one free year to live. Everyone has a timer on their forearm that shows their remaining time. When it reaches 0, the person times out and dies instantly. Time has become the universal currency, transferred directly between humans or stored in capsules. The country is divided into several regions called time zones. Dayton is the poorest area, a ghetto where people rarely have more than 24 hours of time. The richest area is New Greenwich, where people are wealthy enough to live forever. Will Salas is a factory worker living in Dayton with his mother, Rachel Salas. Will is a hard-working man who deeply loves his family. It's Rachel's birthday, and the day before, Will worked overtime to buy a gift for his beloved mother. Every morning, they check their time to ensure they have enough to live and pay for their needs. This is a habit for Dayton residents, as they are very poor and close to death due to their limited time. Rachel leaves for work in the Carmen area, promising to return in 2 days after working more to accumulate more time to pay off debts and support their family. She asks Will to pick her up at the bus stop later, fearing she won't have enough time left after using it to pay for necessities. Before leaving, Rachel gives Will 30 minutes of her time so he can buy a good meal, showing her love for her son even though she knows she doesn't have much time left. One night, Will goes to a bar to fetch his friend Burrell, as Burrell's wife asked him to come home. At the bar, he sees a man with a century's worth of time being targeted by time thieves. Will tries to save the drunken man, Henry Hamilton, from time thief Fortis and his gang, the Minutemen. They run and find an empty building to hide. While hiding, Hamilton reveals to Will that the residents of New Greenwich spend most of their time hoarding, continually raising prices to keep the poor dying. Hamilton, a disillusioned New Greenwich resident, asks Will what he would do if he had a century's worth of time. This question confuses Will, and he decides they should sleep and Hamilton can leave in the morning. The next day, Hamilton transfers all but 5 minutes of his time to the sleeping Will and deliberately sets his own time to run out and dies. Raymond Leon, a timekeeper resembling a police officer, assumes Will killed Hamilton and starts chasing him. Will visits his friend Burrell and warns him not to spend too much time in Dayton. He also tells Burrell that he now has a lot of time and gives him 10 years, 1 year for each year of their friendship. Will then sets out to pick up his mother, intending to take her to New Greenwich, a place Rachel always wanted to visit. On the other side, Rachel can't afford the bus fare, as it suddenly increased to 2 hours that day, up from the previous 1 hour, and she only has 1 hour 30 minutes left after paying bills and giving time to Will. Having insufficient time, Rachel runs to meet Will but runs out of time and dies in his arms. Literally less than a second before Will could transfer time to her and save her life. Heartbroken and angry, Will vows to avenge his mother's death by taking everything the people of New Greenwich have. Will then travels there in a luxurious taxi, surprised at the exorbitant cost of the journey. Upon reaching New Greenwich, he stays in a luxurious hotel and then goes to a casino. There, Will meets time-loaning businessman Philippe Weiss and his daughter Sylvia. While playing poker, Will wins over a millennium's worth of time and nearly runs out of time. He catches Sylvia's attention, and she invites him to a party. Before leaving, Will buys a luxurious car and then goes to Weiss Mansion, the party venue. Will meets Sylvia and invites her to the beach for a swim, surprising her as she has never done that before, but she agrees eventually. Weiss gets confused when Sylvia goes missing and searches for her. Sylvia quickly exits the beach, pretending that nothing happened. At the same time, at the party, timekeeper Leon arrives and captures Will, seizing all his time except for 2 hours, believing he killed Hamilton. Will escapes and takes Sylvia hostage. They engage in a thrilling chase and manage to escape to Dayton. But the Fortis gang ambushes and robs them, leaving each of them with 30 minutes. Will tries to get time back from Borel, but Borel's wife, Greta, tearfully explains he drank himself to death, having so much time to buy drinks. In desperation, they manage to get a day each by pawning Sylvia's earrings. Will then asks Sylvia to call Weiss for a ransom of 1,000 years to be paid to the people of Dayton in exchange for her safe return. Weiss refuses and sends Leon to capture him. While Sylvia is on the pay phone, Leon arrives to arrest Will, but Sylvia shoots his arm. Then Will giving enough time to Leon to hold out until another timekeeper arrives. They steal Leon's car and use it to pull over a new Greenwich resident, robbing his time, and also his car. Sylvia begins to realize the true meaning of life and becomes interested in helping Will. Will and Sylvia rob Weiss Time Bank, giving time capsules to those in need. They soon realize they cannot change anything significantly as prices are raised faster to counterbalance the additional time. Scene transition, the Fortis gang ambushes them at a hotel while they are about to make love. The Fortis gang, aiming to collect bounties on their capture, challenges Will to a time duel, but Will wins and kills Fortis in the duel, shooting his entire gang. Will and Sylvia then decide to steal a million-year-old time capsule from Weiss Vault. Leon pursues them back to Dayton but fails to stop them from distributing the stolen time. Leon keeps chasing, but then he runs out of time, having neglected to collect his own salary, and dies. Will and Sylvia almost run out of time but manage to survive by taking Leon's salary. News reports show factories in Dayton shutting down because everyone has enough time and leaves their jobs. After witnessing the consequences of his obsession with the couple, Leon's colleague, Yeager, orders the timekeepers to return home. Will and Sylvia move on to large banks, still trying to dismantle the system. The film ends with a cliffhanger scene, but they continue their mission to fulfill their wish of giving everyone enough time to be happy. What do you think? Have you watched it? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next film.